Welcome back. Let's play Resident Evil 2.
Ada?
Oh, he's alive. Moving surprisingly well for a dude who took a bullet to the chest. Well. That's the first time Leon's going to be moving in this area. And the enemies are all going to be around here that Ada didn't really have to deal with. These are the dead guys, I guess, that William Birkin killed. Good thing these things are really bad at attacking you. Here we're going to have to go and do the same thing that Claire did in the last episode. Go use the valve handle to lower this bridge. Cross over, and then go use the valve handle on the other side to raise the bridge back up. Oh, green herbs. What a weird way to get through a sewer. I mean, come on. As I understand it, this place is not like a traditional sewer. It's owned by Umbrella, but still, if they're using it for some sort of research purposes, which I don't really see any laboratories or anything around here, it still doesn't make any sense to me. There she is.
Ada!
Leon.
This bullet wound isn't making things any easier.
Quiet, Leon. I'll patch you up.
Right now, Claire's just a little bit ahead of Leon. She's at the top end of that bridge that you can raise or lower. You don't have to worry about the bugs coming out from here. When you go down here, we're not going to find the spiders that we had to deal with before. It's going to be full of zombies. I just made a return trip back to the save room so I can drop off the valve handle. No need to see that. When these zombies will come to life, you cannot shoot them down before they come back. So just run past them. They can't bite Sherry, but they can puke on her. No, spiders. The only bad part, the difficult part about having Sherry around with you, is that she runs slower than Claire does, and if you get too far ahead of her, she'll stop running. She'll sit down on the floor and put her hands around her knees and not move. A weird way to get through a door, especially considering the water didn't look like it was rushing that hard that you couldn't just move through it anyway. But whatever. What was that? be here. Got the camera angle and everything, but there's nothing there. Oh, look, it's a tram. Wait a sec, aren't we underground? Why is there a cavern big enough underneath of Raccoon City to require a friggin' tram? Jeez, look at the size of this place. How'd they build this anyway? Why did they build this? And how far did we just travel? If we had the lighter, we could do that right now, but we'll have to come back with it. Oh, jeez, she just sat down. She didn't even try to follow Claire. It's ridiculous. You will encounter a few more zombies in this area, and usually zombies in this game aren't that big of a deal because unless you run around wasting ammunition, you're going to find enough to be able to defend yourself, and pistols are good enough to take out zombies. But the problem with Sherry here, notice what she did. Instead of following Claire, she ran in the wrong direction. Then, when she found she was too far away from Claire, she decided to sit down. It's freaking stupid, but that's what she did. There she is. Resident Evil wasn't really the first survival horror game. I'd probably look back to say maybe Alone in the Dark for that. But it is sort of like the gold standard of survival horror games. It's sort of, it didn't invent the genre, but it is the embodiment of it, in a way. Especially with the first Resident Evil game. But you have to really look at it in a different way. The game is certainly horror themed. I mean, look, we're killing zombies and stuff here. But it's not, it doesn't really do anything to actually try and scare you anymore. Especially with more recent additions to the game, like Resident Evil 4, 5, and maybe 6. It hasn't come out yet. But the way that survival horror has turned into is a little more action-oriented. You see games like Dead Space, which is a survival horror game, but it's more action-oriented. And that's a little bit of a... Not to say there's anything wrong with that, but the games don't really do a lot in the horror terms other than the theme. And Resident Evil, even back at this point, kind of continuing on with that. Because we're running around, we're killing zombies, we're killing lickers, we're killing all that kind of stuff. But there, other than the occasional jump scare, like the big tyrant bursting through the wall a few episodes ago on Leon, there really isn't much in this game that you would consider to be scary. Not that a video game is really going to scare you anyway, but, you know, just the idea. Now, here's another save room. We're not going to be spending a whole lot of time around here. In fact, we could leave. We have a, oh look, an elevator. Oh look, we found our way outside. We're not underground anymore. Where the hell are we, though? Now, there's a few more things that Claire is going to have to do in this area before we continue on. And there's another thing I want to pick up. But for now, we've left Leon pretty far behind, so let's go get him the chance to catch up.
That's 2 I owe you.
Don't mention it.
I just found out. John's dead.
What?
Never mind. Let's just get out of here. The sooner the better.
He's bleeding through those bandages. I don't think he's really doing as well as she seems to think he's doing. And again, it doesn't look like he's hurt or anything. Okay, we gotta go pick up the Eagle Medal, just like Claire did. And we need to use it for the same purpose. Back over here, have to use the valve handle for the last time in the game, I should say. Why you would have this right here, so you could slow down a fan, who the hell knows. Now, I don't think Ada will get lost the same way Sherry would. I think she'll follow you regardless of how far ahead of her you get. Plus, notice that she has a gun, so she's going to be able to defend herself. Come on, Ada, shoot something. Shoot something. There we go. This puzzle is identical to what Claire did earlier. It was a little bit disappointing that the puzzles ended up being the same between the two characters. There are some minor differences, like Claire had to find the stones to put in Chief Irons' office, and Leon had to find the chess pieces to put in the wall in the basement of the police station, but they basically end up going to the same place. And it's not that big of a difference, and pretty much everything else, like the wolf and the eagle medal, they're the same. Oh look, we've reached the tram. Of course, Claire's already gone over, so the tram hasn't come back. Here it comes. Okay, we're just gonna go right across. This was a pretty painless experience for Claire. What the hell? Oh, looks like it's not going to be quite as easy here. This is not a difficult thing to deal with. Just when you see the roof, just get out of its way, because William will stick his claw down through. And you don't have to waste any ammunition like what I'm doing. Great as done. If you give her enough time, she'll shoot constantly. Stupid emulator problem. Okay, we have reached the other side. And Leon is caught back up with Claire, so with that I'll end the episode, so thanks for watching, be sure to catch the next episode.